Welcome to the first edition of the Start with Where webinar series. In this series, we will explore the where dimension of business growth through location intelligence and its impact on organizations. We're going to be hearing from amazing leaders in the space to get a deep understanding on tools, technologies, and explore some remarkable success stories. So today in the first edition, I have Vidushi Bhatia with me, who's heading the global marketing for Dista. Hi, Vidushi. Welcome.
Hi, Tanmay. Thank you so much for having me as your first guest.
Thank you so much for joining us, Vidushi. Why don't you give an introduction to yourself and what you've been doing?
Sure. So, Tanmay, I head all of marketing at Dista. We are a location intelligence platform company, and I have been working with large enterprises to solve for their location challenges. And I'm looking forward to discussing that with you here today.
Thank you so much. So let's dive straight into the topic. So today we are going to be discussing location intelligence for businesses, the why, the what, and the how. Starting off, can you so Vidushi, can you help us understand location intelligence in the context of, let's say, very large enterprises, and why is it important for them to not overlook it?
Sure. Tanu, that's a very good question. A lot of our customers, when they come to us, and I'm talking about very, very large enterprises,
Yeah.
they are not even sure of what is the kind of data that they have at hand.
Yeah.
Based on the very, very brief research, when we started off, we realized that these businesses, although have location data with them, but
Right.
they've not really tapped into the opportunities that are presented
Right.
and can be solved by location intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Tanmay, you know that customers and consumers are enjoying doorstep services, right?
Yeah.
That generates a huge amount of geo data. Now, when businesses and consumers are generating this huge amount of or volumes of geo data,
Right.
business leaders cannot really discount the opportunities that are presented to them to understand this dimension of their business as well.
Yeah.
And I would say not just understand this dimension, but also bring it to the core of their strategy to leverage the most out of this, and to be able to run their either business intelligently, whether it is field operations or
Hmm.
wherever a geodata application is there, then
Yeah.
they should be able to plug that back into their strategy. And yeah, that's how businesses, large enterprises, are now waking up to location data and
Right.
location intelligence being very, very central to their business goals.
Right. Right. So would it be fair to say that organizations, let's say, that have a latitude, longitude relevance to their decision making,
Right,
or if they have field sales or field service technicians or delivery riders, or are operating large fleets,
right.
something like scheduling and routing, creating route plans becomes very essential to their business. So they should be turning towards location intelligence, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly right, Tanmay.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about tracking and scheduling and routing. Now, those are very rudimentary and basic aspects of what location data can do for a
Yeah.
business. But imagine if business leaders, instead of looking at tricks or Excel sheets of relevant data and massive amount of data, or even looking at BI tools
Yeah.
and inspecting that data, now that as opposed to looking at how their business is performing on a visual map layer. So, all the data in their organization that can be geocoded, for example, their existing customers, new leads, that the spread of the new leads,
Yeah.
the spread of the market share, how are their territories, different areas performing, what is the performance of each store or outlet or branch that they have,
Right.
or and even even points of interest or customer demographics or competitor presence. So imagine that for a business leader, having all of that on a map, on a
Yeah.
map based view, and then the decisions come instantly, right? Because it's easy for the brain to assess that data much more than in rows and rows of tabular or linear
Yeah.
data. Now, in addition to not just visualizing the data, in addition to that, there are softwares or intelligent systems that go ahead and recommend where is the scope of improvement.
Mm.
So, for example, identifying new business opportunities in terms of, here is like a lot of customer density, like a heat map view, and you should have more outlets or more physical presence in territory A as opposed to territory B, where you have three outlets, but not
Right.
really, footfall is not very high. This also helps in avoiding cannibalization. So, a
Right.
lot of the times, the customers, the leads get tagged to the same resources or same field agents or the same branches or outlets. How do you identify new business opportunities and gaps, and then how do you optimize your business to perform better?
Mm. Right.
There are very, very different aspects of a business growth. Now, the third and most important is, how do you translate that into field operations or
Mm.
optimizing field operations? So, imagine that a smart system, a location intelligence system, can help you meet your field agents' SLAs, like I like delivering pizzas within 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
That's the norm these days.
Yeah.
Or, for a B2B organization, they want a field lead to be actioned within, say, 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even provide, like, offering a mobile office to the field agents and provide smart recommendations to them as
Right.
to what should be their next best action. So, location intelligence, the application of location intelligence can be huge and can affect multiple facets of your business.
Right, right. So, I mean, this sounds really interesting, but so, I mean, let's say if we want to bucket these different use cases that you just mentioned
Yeah.
into different areas, like different areas of field operations. So, what are the different areas you would say of field operations that would be relevant, that are relevant for location intelligence?
Right. That's a very interesting question, Tanmay. Again, wherever geodata is captured, wherever there's a location component to your data that is being captured, location intelligence can be applied.
Right,
Now, pretty much every sphere of an outside sales business or a
right,
field operations, or a mobility, kind of an angle to your business, can be helped or optimized or bettered with the use of softwares that are designed to put this geodata into good use. But if you're asking me, very, very specifically, I know this was a very broad statement, but if you're asking me very specifically, then areas of field sales or outside
yeah,
sales and doorstep servicing of B2B or B2C equipments that we have,
yeah,
and of course, the standard, the delivery and dispatch operations that we all expect when we purchase something.
yeah,
They can be run very accurately and in a very, very optimized and cost-effective manner with great accuracy and brilliant results
right,
if location intelligence is applied. So, I think, um, for business leaders, if it is important to visualize their field operations, and then strategic decision makers to be taking decisions and
mm,
pushing that into the operations cycle, that is where location intelligence can do wonders.
right, right. So, I mean, let's just talk about Dista then. I mean, we know that Dista is an AI powered location intelligence platform. I think what everyone would like to know from this and get more insights is how Dista is different from other platforms or softwares or tools that are out there, and how does it separate itself from the market?
Right. So when you said let's talk about Dista Tatmay, that is that brings a smile to my face because that's something that I love doing.
Yes.
And without any sales or marketing, language to it.
Right.
Um, but to be very honest, we work with a lot of enterprise customer, in double
Yeah.
digits at least,
Yeah.
and globally. The beauty of Dista is that it's low code, no code. So, we actually have a very, very rapid turnaround time. Between 4 to 6 weeks is what we can bring, your location use case to life.
Right. Yeah.
But the differentiator as opposed to other specialized softwares. Now I know that there are specialized software in terms of, companies that are doing location intelligence just for a very, very specific, say, a delivery operation for a CPG, a mid-sized CPG company in
Yeah.
a specific geography, say in US or India or Australia or Africa, as opposed to what we do, what we bring to the table.
Yeah.
And we are able to do this. We are able to serve this wide array of location intelligence solutions because we have built our technology from the ground up on location.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of large companies out there who have, with time evolved and added location as an additional dimension to
Right.
their core technology. That, oh, we have this beautiful core product, and because the world now needs to factor in the location data, here is like an upsell, or I would say like an additional component that you can plug into your system, which is
Yeah.
based on location. But Dista platform has been built with location at its core.
Mm.
And it has been built in such a way that we can apply a location intelligence to large, very massive field operations within weeks. So I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, yes. I think speed is like one of the most key components in today's, today's landscape. So going, taking one step forward in this direction, what would you say is the secret sauce for applying location intelligence, or what would you say is your or Dista's mantra beyond the platform and technology when it comes to location intelligence?
Right. Now, I might need clearance from my CTO and CPO to give away the secret mantra,
Right.
but I'll tell you, it's very, very simple. Um, we have been applying location intelligence to all of the challenges that we discussed above and much more
Yeah.
across enterprises, across varied domains like banking, financial services, insurance, CPG, retail, FMCG, FMCD,
Mm.
food delivery, many other verticals. And our secret sauce, of course, it is the technology, the core location intelligence platform. But how do you even use that platform? What can leaders? Leaders are happy, tech leaders are happy with technology.
Yeah.
But what about business leaders? How can they see an impact in their work?
Yeah.
And what we propose is that business leaders should follow a VSO approach
Okay.
for their end-to-end field operations. And VSO, pretty much stands for visualize, strategize, and operationalize.
Right.
So that means that using Dista as a technology, as a platform, leaders are able to visualize their lay of land in terms of what is the scope and impact, and what how does their operations look like
Right.
across multiple geospatial layers and multiple players that they operate, whether they're in-house assets or partners and dealers and
Mm.
merchants that they work with, even
Right.
contractual workforce or
Yeah.
physical assets like presence, physical store presence. So
Yeah.
visualizing their entire lay of land on a map layer, and then they're able to understand the data in a never before seen manner.
Correct.
And what are AI driven patented algorithms that we have developed? What they do is that once you visualized your entire business, they provide strategic insights into how to, what are the market gaps? What areas are you not capturing? What aspect of your business is not optimized? Where are the next uh, business opportunities lie? How
Mm.
can you grow your business? So the leaders, the strategic the strategic decision makers, they are able to tweak
Mm.
their operations. They're able to make changes right on that dashboard that they've been provided with. So, for example, they can tweak their catchment areas, they can tweak their field rep allocation and balance workload, and more so right on that platform or right on
Right.
that output view that they have. And then operationalizing it. So all of this, whiteboarding, so to say, on a map space layer is good,
Yeah.
but we can instantly ship it to their operations team through and through. And these changes can come into effect, with a click of a button,
Mm.
because our system integrates very well with the existing ecosystem of tools and softwares, other software, ancillary softwares that you may have.
Got it.
So The VSO, the visualize, strategize, operationalize methodology, has worked very, very well for a lot of our customers. And all this can be achieved through a single system without having the need to, okay, now I know my truth and how good I am in my business, but how
Yeah.
can I better it and go to some other provider?
Yeah.
That is not the case here.
Understood. Understood. I think that really sounds wonderful. And I think that takes care of a lot of issues that business leaders have by using different point solutions for different use cases and
Right,
having everything combined in one single platform.
right.
But how would you, or let me give you a scenario here. Like, what if the customer or the prospect is not ready to take it as an entire platform? Let's
Yes,
just say if there is an enterprise which says, okay, you know what, I only want the visualize module.
yes,
I have an existing module for strategization and another module for operationalization, but I just like the visualization aspect and I need that insight. So
absolutely.
can the enterprise just have the visualize module and not take the other two modules, or
Yes,
vice versa?
absolutely, Tanmay. Like I said, our mission is very simple. We want to apply location intelligence to businesses. So we will meet the customers where they are in their journey.
Right.
Since this is a low code, no code platform, what we can do is we can plug in like one component of, say, just strategize, visualize, and strategize. And if the business is not ready to operationalize it or not ready to operationalize it through our system, we
Hmm.
can easily leave that out. So,
Okay.
yes, we are a SaaS company, but we're not off the shelf SaaS. We are custom
Okay.
SaaS that is designed for enterprise leaders. And making these massive changes in large enterprise is not easy.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Even if yeah, even if
Yeah.
leaders believe in it, they have to trial it, they have to test it. There are multiple stakeholders that need to be influenced,
Right.
uh, and there are some challenges, that are more important to solve today. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we actually have worked with a lot of leaders who would rather go with one component or one methodology over just doing a full, full change overnight.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, the platform is highly configurable,
Right.
and it speaks to your existing technology through APIs. And of course, it's SOC 2 compliant to meet the security needs of an enterprise. So, to
Yeah.
give you a very short answer, yes, we meet the customers where they are.
Got it. Got it. I think that puts everything in the right frame when we talk about applying location intelligence to businesses. I think essentially Dista can apply location intelligence to a wide array of field operations. It can be white labeled for any industry
Yeah,
because of its low code, no code design. And as you said, the secret sauce is visualize, strategize, and operationalize.
absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Thank you so much, Vidushi, for joining us today, taking time out. I also want to thank our audience for joining and listening to us, and hopefully, they are getting some really amazing insights from this session. In the upcoming edition, we will be discussing about how different industries can leverage location intelligence and apply it to benefit from this technology and transform their businesses. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me over, Tanmay. Thank you.